Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the World of Thunder presents the KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Cars as we come to the Limaland Motorsports Park in Ohio. Welcome you in to Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Brett Wheeler on the call and also down on the camera work, down in the production trailer as well. Turning the dials. We get set for qualifying here in just a couple of minutes time. We've still got 2 minutes of practice. And we've got 21 drivers signed into the pit area for this evening. So unfortunately, we're taking 20 cars into tonight's main event. One car, unfortunately, is going to be sent packing. And they're going to have to be forced to watch from the grandstands. At the moment, right now, Ernie Williams Jr., Stephen Calavoda, and David Harleman are your top three in practice. And while we've got this moment, we do want to thank you, all the race fans, for coming out here on this Sunday evening. Of course, 2 races on the program for tonight. Of course, we'll have the KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Cars. And then in about 2 hours' time, we will have your Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models. And I believe they go to the Kokomo Speedway as well. So, again, short track racing on the program tonight. Tempers are certainly going to flare up. Tensions already starting to build here on the opening part of the night. Of course, make sure you head over to our website, www.ultimatedirttv.com. And there, keep up to date with what we've got going on throughout the week. A lot of program, a lot of action, a lot of broadcast throughout a fortnight. I think we're covering nearly up to 20 broadcasts, and it's all at the moment a one-man show with doing the production stuff. So if you want to get into doing some producing and streaming here on Ultimate Dirt TV, if you want to get into commentating, feel free to hit us up on the Facebook page. Also, our wonderful sponsors as well: Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder Racing League, Dirt Leagues Australia, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. Qualifying is just about to commence here at the Limaland Motorsports Park, so we'll keep an eye on some of the drivers on the racetrack, and we'll let you know who we're watching down the bottom left of the screen. So for the people that have been liking the video, thank you very much. Gordon, Justin, Chris, Jason. We are going to watch the number 32 car. He's got 23 on the wing. Of course, the custom number is still a thing at the moment. In the Team Victory Lane Racing BK Designs, number 23, it's Stephen Calavoda, 12.100. A 12.100 for Stephen Calavoda. Lap number 2 better with a 12.048. Dylan Howes are going to be third. Quick, make that fourth quick. He's starting to drop down the times. Here is an Upper Auto Parts Case Kane Racing Sim Team number 49 of David Harleman. David Harleman in the number 49. Brett Strickler at 11.902 goes quick time. He has got nearly a 10.5 on the field at the moment. We wait for the time for David Harleman to come through. Second quick with a 12.033. A 12.033 for David Harleman. Can lap number 2. Quick time! 11.841. 11.841 for David Harleman. In fact, we've got 22 cars on the racetrack. All signed in the pit. We've had a late entry here tonight. The Warbanger. And the Team ABR, Alex Bergeron Racing, car number 22 car. It is going to be Jason Nygaard. Also on the racetrack in the Tony Stewart Racing, Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs. Entry, it's going to be Robert Kerstetter. First lap time for Jason Nygaard. 13th quick with a 12.264. Robert Kerstetter going to get one lap. Will be 11.907. That'll put him in position 3. Nygaard looking to improve. He does. He jumps to position number 7 with a 12.115. 22 cars from top to bottom. David Harleman goes quick time with 11.841. Brett Strickler second quick with 11.902. 11.907 for Robert Kerstetter. Stephen Calavoda in fourth quick with a 12.048 with Trevor Royer in Katabanati making a rare appearance here on Ultimate Dirt TV, and also a rare appearance in your KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars. He rounds out your top 5. Jeremy Zarfos in 6th, Jason Nygaard 7th, Braden Finsell in 8th, James Grace in 9th, and rounding out your top 10, Ernie Williams Jr. That will conclude qualifying for the KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars. We are looking at 3 heat races on the program. Let's move into your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. And starting on pole in car number 49, it's David Heilemann. On his outside in car number 32, it'll be the 23. In fact, it will be Stephen Calavoda. Lining up inside, row number 2 out of position number 3, the 22 of Jason Nygaard. On his outside in car number 91 in the Black Diamond Motorsports, the Dirt Racing Network entry, it's Ernie Williams Jr. Starting position number 5 in the Simworks Performance, TTL car number 2 car of Dylan Hauser. And on his outside, out of position 6 in car number 95, it's Dakota Kuhn. Austin Griffey in the 57 will line up position 7 with Mitch Stiles in car number 54, rounding out this 8-car field. Hello, Jason. Hello, Peter. I'm good, mate. How are you, buddy? Welcome once again, everybody, to Ultimate Dirt TV. It is showtime, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. We get set for the opening heat race of the night. Stephen Calavoda and David Harleman, Jason Nygaard, Ernie Williams Jr. A bit of a stacked field right now, and David Harleman will lead the field. Now return number 4 for the green flag for the first heat race of the night. Top 3 go straight to the bottom. Ernie Williams Jr. stuck him on the outside there. Nearly 3 wide as here comes Dylan Hauser. Moving to the inside on Jason Nygaard, looking for 4th. Meanwhile, Calavoda looks for the race lead out of turn number 2. And he will pick that up. David Harleman straight to the top side. Ernie Williams Jr. right through the middle of the racetrack. Calavoda will lead lap number 2. Top 3 running different lines, bottom, middle, and top. It's been the whole Limaland Motorsports Park. It is being used up right now. And Stephen Calavoda looking to put himself into tonight's dash and looking to get a good starting spot. Calavoda rides low down through turn number 3 and 4. 4 laps in. 6 laps remaining here in the opening heat race of the night. David Harleman goes down low in turns 1 and 2. Back to the top side into turn number 3 and 4. Ernie Williams Jr. a little loose off turn 4 there. Hauser around the outside on Ernie Williams Jr. But Williams Jr. going to fight back up on the inside. And Williams now looking to make the move. Hauser into the wall. Dakota Kuhn into the wall. There goes Austin Griffey. Now remember, top 3 go straight into tonight's main event. The top 2 will go into the dash. Harleman continues to work the outside of the speedway. Meanwhile, Stephen Calavoda happy just to continue rolling the bottom side. They're beating the gutter at, running down low. Harleman, well, he's trying to grow a set. 2 laps to go for your race leader, Stephen Calavoda. Can he hang on into turn number 3 and 4? The car gets a little tight. That opens up the door for David Harleman. Yellow flag comes out just as they were getting the white flag. And these boys better slow down because it will be official here in just a few moments' time. Stephen Calavoda will come away with the win as they come out of turn 4 on the front straightaway. Calavoda gets the win from David Harleman. Jason Nygaard 3rd. Ernie Williams Jr. in 4th. Austin Griffey 5th. Dakota Kuhn 6th. Mitch Stiles 7th. And Dylan Hauser rounds out the 8-car field. Your KDC Home Improvement 360 Wing Sprint Cars heat number 1 is done. We move on to heat race number 2. And let's take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Starting on pole in car number 38 is going to be Brett Strickler, and on his outside in car number 90, Trevor Royer. Starting position 3 in the 1 car will be Braden Finsell. At a position 4, the 188 of Zach Holstrand. Lining up position 5 in car number 9, it's going to be Kyle Keane. On his outside, the 15 car of Michael Sheridan. Seth Chaney in the number 99 car will line up at a position number 7. Heat number 2 of your KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars. Live from the Limaland Motorsports Park. Hello Josh, hello Shane. Jeremy, welcome in boys. Hope you had a good weekend. Brett Strickler and Trevor Royer. Finsell and Holtstrand. Keane, Sheridan and Cheney, 7 cars, heat race number 2. Brett Strickler gets on the fun pedal, and we are underway for heat race number 2. Really expect this top side, even the middle side, to come in here probably about halfway through this heat race, because heat number 1 was on the bottom side. Finsell moves to the inside. They go 3 wide. Royer on the outside, and Finsell looks to go from third to first. Royer continuing to work the outside of the racetrack in the Black Diamond Motorsports car number 90 machine. The silver and the black and silver, black and grey car. 3 wide still once again into turn number 1 and 2. Royer slips back to position number 3. Brett Strickler continues to work the inside of the racetrack. Royer right through the middle of 3 and 4. Finsell into the wall. Royer now to the inside of Strickler, but Strickler has the momentum and has the advantage out of turn number 2. Here comes Royer trying to fight back on your race leader, Brett Strickler. Trying to work the inside of the racetrack. The bottom side certainly the place to be. I thought the bottom side may be starting to go away with how many drivers are starting to use the bottom. Really starting to use up that grip on the low line. 6 in the books this time by out of turn number 4. Strickler leads from Royer. Finsell in third. Then you go back to Holtstrand and Michael Sheridan. And Kyle Keane and Seth Chaney are both back in the pits. Royer looks to have the wing just tugged back just a little bit, trying to get the downforce on the rear wheels. 3 laps left to run. Here in your KDC Home Improvement 360 Sprint Cars Heat Race number 2, presented by World of Thunder. Royer and Finsell back to the low side, but it's Strickler who was running right through the middle of 1 and 2. He goes back down low into 3 and 4. We'll see where he runs this time by again through the middle. Finsell caught the wall, but into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Ladies and gentlemen, heat number 2 going to go to Brett Strickler, Trevor Royer home in second. Third is going to be Braden Finsell, Michael Sheridan, Zach Holstrand, Kyle Keane, and Seth Chaney. Heat number 2 done and dusted. Heat race number 3 on the program next. We'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Starting on pole, heat race number 3 in car number 27 car, it's going to be Robert Kirstetter. On his outside in car number 51, Jeremy Zarfos. James Grace in the 269 will line up out of position number 3. Devon Ryan in the 34 will start position 4. Out of position number 5 in the 14 car, Brenton Hockenberry. Out of position 6, the 87 of Stephen McMillan, with Garrett Adams in car number 13 lining up out of position number 7. Drivers getting the 1 to green signal right now. Here in the final heat race of the night, your KDC Home Improvement 360 winged sprint cars presented by World of Thunder. Robert Kerstetter, Jeremy Zarfos on the front row. Green flag is out. Drivers continue or start their 10-lap journey towards the top two going straight to the dash. The top three straight to the main event. Everybody else in the B main, where we will send one car home. Right now we are watching the 51 car of Jeremy Zarfos. He's got the 19 on the wing. James Grace rides in that third and final transfer spot. Kerstetter continues to lead. We have a look at the 14 car of Brenton Hockenberry now. Not sure what happened to James Grace. Not sure why he's been scored a lap down. And unfortunately, he won't be able to actually do anything about that. He's going to have to run a B main, which is going to kind of suck for the 269 because at the moment he's got a transfer spot locked up. That's very unfortunate there for the 269 of James Grace. Garrett Adams back to pit road. He's going to be finishing in position number 7. And here is Jeremy Zarfos in the 51 car. On the 19, I should say, 51 on the ticker. Three laps to go here in your final heat race of the night. Robert Kerstetter, Jeremy Zarfos, Brenton Hockenberry, Devin Ryan, Stephen McMillan and James Grace. And Garrett Adams. That's the way they run here on the racetrack. White flag is out here in the final heat race of the night, and Robert Kerstetter for the final time into turn number 3 and 4. Very unusual to see this track holding up on the bottom side of the racetrack. Robert Kerstetter wins from Jeremy Zarfos, Brenton Hockenberry, Devin Ryan, Stephen McMillan and James Grace, with Garrett Adams rounding out this 7-car field. I believe this will be your B main. I believe it's going to be 15 laps on the board. We'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Alright, your B main looks like this. 12 laps going to be the distance here, with the top 11 going through. So instead we send 2 cars home. Starting on pole in car number 91, it's Ernie Williams Jr. On his outside in the 188 of Zach Holstrand. Lining up position number 3, the 14 car Brenton Hockenberry. At a position 4, the 57 of Austin Griffey. At a position 5, the 1 car Braden Finsell lines up alongside the 87 of Stephen McMillan at a P6. Dakota Kuhn will start position 7 in the number 95, with Kyle Keane at a position 8 in car number 9. At a position 9, the 269 of James Grace. At a position 10, the 54 of Mitch Stiles. Out of 11, the 99 of Seth Chaney, with Garrett Adams did not making the call with that for putting Dylan Hauser in the number 2 car up to position at number 12. So in fact, with Garrett Adams, not making the call, 12 cars, 12 laps, top 11 go through. This is your B main, your last chance qualifier. Ernie Williams Jr. leading the field off turn number 4. 12 laps going to be the distance, and Ernie Williams Jr. gets straight to the top side of the racetrack. Looking to go 2 and 3 wide down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Will we get the 3 wide? Finsell. Oh, here goes Kyle Keane now working right through the middle of the racetrack. We've got the 87 of Stephen McMillan around. And we've also got the 1 car Braden Finsell. So a quick caution here in tonight's B main. So don't forget, guys, like, shares, follows. We love to see that kind of stuff here on Ultimate Dirt TV. And of course, we want to thank you all for spending part of your Sunday evening here watching Ultimate Dirt TV. It's much appreciated. Of course, tonight you are watching the KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Cars, presented by World of Thunder iRacing League. So the lights are out on your iRacing.com official paint truck. Ernie Williams Jr. with a slow pace down the back straightaway. Slow and steady pace. 5 laps in, 7 laps to go. Green flag back out onto the racetrack. Here in your B main. Look at the 14 car, Brenton Hockenberry up on the outside, but look at Kyle Keane. Started position 8, Dakota Kuhn. Hockenberry made contact, but it's all Kyle Keane at the moment. He started 8th, he's now moved into position number 2. He put the slider on Holstrand into turns 3 and 4. I think we may go yellow. 2.5 laps to go. Make that 2 laps to go for your race leader out of turn number 4. Sorry, 4 laps to go. We've got a 12 lap. Holstrand, Kuhn, side by side through 1 and 2. Kuhn catches the wall on the back straightaway. Here comes the 2 car, Dylan Hauser. On the outside now, as he looks to continue to put the number 2 car on the top of the cushion. Dakota Kuhn, a little loose there on the exit of turn number 2. Came down the racetrack. Hauser got on the brakes, and Holstrand continuing to work down low as well. Hauser going to go low into turn number 1 and 2, looking for that grip down the bottom side of the racetrack. But Ernie Williams Jr. leads down the back straightaway for the final time. Through turn number 3 and 4, checkered flag at the ready, and here we go. Ernie Williams Jr., Kyle Keane, Dakota Kuhn, Brenton Hockenberry, Zach Holstrand, Dylan Hauser, Austin Griffey, Braden Finsell, James Graith, Seth Cheney, and I'm not sure who the 11th car was. I missed out on that one. But that is going to set the field for tonight's main event. But before we get there, we need to find out our top 6 drivers. Of course, the top 2 from the 3 heat races that we had on the program earlier on are going to make their way onto the racetrack. And they will be in your KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Car Dash. Thank you, Peter. Welcome back, buddy. Still a little tired, not going to lie, considering, about an hour ago I was only just waking up. Definitely time for a sleep later on. Stephen Calavona will start on pole here in your dash. Starting position 2 will be the 38 car of Brett Strickler. At a position 3 will be the 27 car of Robert Kerstetter. Position 4 belongs to David Harleman. Position 5 will be the 90 car of Trevor Royer. And Jeremy Zarfos will start position number 6. Thank you for the likes, boys. Appreciate it. Alright, Calavona surprised Tylerman in heat race number 1 by picking up the win. Hey, Matty. Yeah, track looks pretty good, actually. It's going to be really going to widen out as well. A lot of drivers working the bottom side, and I dare say that we're going to see that Napa Auto Parts number 49 rail the cushion all the way around. Here we go, 6 laps the distance here in your KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Cars Dash. We are underway, and how they finish. Oh, Strickler got a little loose. Hardeman went right through the middle now. As Harlan now looking to move up into position number 2. Lap number 1 is going to be complete. And it's Calavoda who leads down. He leads the field into 1 and 2. Oh, Robert Kirster, they're all catching the infield tyres. And that leaves the top side wide open for the Napa Auto Parts number 49 car. Here comes Calavoda back to the inside. Harleman right through the middle of the racetrack. Jeremy Zarfos back there in position number 3. 3 laps in. With 3 laps to go. It's always hashtag David's fault. We're always got to blame David. Strickler running in position 4. And then you go back to Robert Kerstetter in 5th. And Trevor Royer in 6th. Peter, if that's the Dirt Leagues Australia one, yes, we are on the call for that one. White flag should be out this time by for the Napa Auto Parts KDC Racing Sim Team driver of David Heilemann. Down low into turn number 3 and 4. Calavoda went to the top side of the racetrack and the checkered flag is out. We're going to blame David on that one. Hashtag David's fault. So David Heilemann gets the win. He will start on pole of your main event, starting at position number 2 and finishing in 2nd. See, it's always hashtag David's fault. Calavoda gets 2nd. 3rd is going to be Jeremy Zarfos. 4th will be Brett Strickler. 5th is Robert Kerstetter with Trevor Royer rounding out this 6-car field. With that being said, we know the top 6. We know our top 20 cars here in tonight's main event. It is now time to take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Come back in just a few moments' time. I'm going to play a couple of ads and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing. One
share of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Will it be Tim Hogan? It's going to be Christopher DeMerrick at the line.
Alright, we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV for your KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Car Series, live from the Limaland Motorsports Park. Guys, like, shares, follow Stephen McMillan. Thank you very much for those 45 stars, sir. Appreciate it, brother. Of course, a big thanks to our sponsors as well. Of course, you can check them out on our website. Head over to www.ultimatedirttv.com. Of course, click on the sponsors tab and the wonderful people that support us here for the season. And I believe we're looking at about 5 or 6 weeks left of the season, maybe, or even 4 weeks left of the season. But it's been a wonderful season as always, so we hope those guys continue to come back for the next season. Of course, we'll keep the announcements coming through. Of course, we've just unveiled the new logo as well, so big thanks to Drew Neal at 19 Designs for that new logo. Of course, big thanks to Jordan Mitchell as well from True Speed Motorsports for getting that into the Facebook size as well. So Jordan, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it. Thanks, mate. Of course, our wonderful people that help us here on a season basis. Of course, this season our sponsors, of course, without their support would not be possible. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion. You see the Wicked Cushion instant replay when we go through and have a look at any accidents that may occur here in the main event. Of course, a big thanks to 19 Designs. A massive thanks to Drew Neal for coming on board as well. Of course, World of Thunder iRacing League, racing 2 nights a week. Dirt Leagues Australia, running every Wednesday night Australian time. Of course, big thanks to JR Productions and Media as they're coming on board as the official or unofficial finishing result. And of course, Black Diamond Motorsports for the Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid and Black Diamond Motorsports onboard cameras. With the checkered flag being thrown on that warm-up session, it is now time for your main event, 20 360 winged sprint cars on the racetrack for 40 laps around the Limaland Motorsports Park. We'll take a look at your Black Diamond Motorsports starting grid. Now, a reminder, the first 6 positions will be jumbled up just a little bit. We know David Hardiman will start on pole in the number 49 car alongside the number 32 car of Stephen Calavoda. Brett Strickler lines up out of position at number 3. Jeremy Zarfos in the 51 will line up alongside Brett Strickler. Then Robert Kerstetter and Trevor Royer will make up row number 3. Starting position 7, the 22 of Jason Nygaard. Starting position 8, the 15 car of Michael Sheridan. At a position 9, the 34 of Devon Ryan. Ernie Williams Jr. The 91 will start P10. Out of 11, the number 9 car of Kyle Keane. At a position 12, the 95 of Dakota Kuhn. At a position 13, the 14 of Brinton Hockenberry. At a position 14, the 188 of Zach Holtstrand. At a position 15, the 2 of Dylan Hauser alongside the 57 of Austin Griffey. And your final 2 rows in the 1 car. At a position 17, Braden Finsell. Out of 18, the 269 of James Grace. Seth Chain in the 99 will start position 19 with Mitch Stiles being the 20th and final car in caliber 54 to start here in your KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Car main event. Of course, we're not going to be going green this time by. You'll see the pace track move to the infield. You'll see 45 laps on the board. Reminder, this is going to be a 40-lap main event. The first 5 laps are to get the drivers in the dash lined up into their correct positions. Everybody from 7th on backwards will stay in their spots. And as you see, the drivers making their way into their respective positions. Once we get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports, we are going to send these drivers into a 4-wide salute. Yes, you can bang your hands together if you like, or you can hit the thumbs up on the video. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow. In fact, these drivers are going to go into a 3-wide salute, being the fact that it is such a small racetrack, and, well, they're not afraid to go 4-wide. All right, let's go. As the drivers make their way into turn number 1 and 2, they are rolling around in the 4-wide salute here on your KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Car Series. You will not find a better sight in all of motorsports. And boys, you have just been thunderstruck. Not this time, but the next time by, we will set them loose for 40 laps. Or we might even do it now. Actually, we'll send them 41 laps. Let's see what race control does. They're going to tell them no next lap. Next lap. So, 40 laps on the board. Your KDC Home Improvement 360 Wing Sprint Cars presented by World of Thunder. We are about to go green off turn number 4. The pace slowly starts to pick up. The intensity is rising and the green flag is out. Let's get naughty for 40 here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. David Harleman straight to the top side. Stephen Calavoda switched down to the low side into turn number 3 and 4. You race for the lead, nearly 3 wide for 3rd, 4th and 5th. But lap number 1 will belong to the number 49 car of David Harleman. Stephen Calavoda working down low. On the inside, Jeremy Zarfo's Robert Kerstetter. There was almost a big moment into turn number 3. Now move Robert Kerstetter. He's looking for the 3rd spot. May even look for 2nd here. Up on the inside, but Brett Strickler in the 38 car. He starts to rail the top side. Sheridan going to fight up alongside his teammate, the 19 of Jeremy Zarfos. Just in front of them, the number 90 car of Trevor Royer. Kerstetter, the only car to work the bottom side of the racetrack. Zarfos is down there, but he's more mid-track. Now he gets a little low into turn number 1 and 2. Look at the 22 of Jason Nygaard rolling right through the middle of the racetrack. Looks to slide up in front of Michael Sharon. Kyle Keane. He's back there in 11th spot. Kerstetter, Calavoda, and Strickler all fighting for the bottom side of the racetrack in 1 and 2. Zarfos tried to make the move. There was contact with himself and Strickler. Royer continuing to work the cushion through 1 and 2, as is the 22 car, Jason Nygaard. But out in front, David Harleman leads Robert Kerstetter and Stephen Calavoda, your top 3. We're watching the battle for 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Trevor Royer, Jason Nygaard, Brett Strickler, 3 wide down the back straightaway, 3 wide into turn number 3 and 4. Once again, and well, Jeremy Zarfos, he's trying to throw his front wing into the mix as well. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And the first yellow of the evening, it belongs to the 54 car of Mitch Stiles. We'll quickly take a look at your wicked cushion instant replay. Well, I can see there was very little in it. Mitch Stiles and Zach Holmstrom in the 188 car just come together on the back straightaway. A bit of a racing deal, unfortunately, for Stiles. He goes around. And the yellow flag flies. The leaders were coming into turn number 3. So back to live pictures from the Limaland Motorsports Park. The lights on the iRacing.com official pace track will be turned off. And we are going to go green flag this time by. So I was getting about a about 8 or 9 lap run there before the first caution flag comes out. That's not a bad effort, considering how small of a racetrack this Limaland Motorsports Park is and how difficult it can be. We go back to green. David Heilemann leads Robert Kerstetter, Stephen Calavoda. Kerstetter immediately back to the low side into turn number 1 and 2, looking to put the pressure on the number 49 car into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, that's Austin Griffey and Seth Cheney. You can see the damage there on the Austin Griffey car. If we can get back to it. Let's just do it this way. He's back on pit road. Mitch Stiles, unfortunately, as well. I'm not sure what happened here. It looked like Cheney got to the back of Holtstrand. A bit of a parking lot here in turns 3 and 4, right in the middle. You see the leaders coming on by then. Once again, back live here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. The lights out on your iRacing.com official pace truck. Your KDC Home Improvement 360 Sprint Car main event is well and truly underway. 24 laps to go here in tonight's 40 lap main event. Heilemann, Kerstetter and Calavoda your top 3. Royer and Strickler round out your top 5. So Calavoda working the outside of the racetrack through turn number 3 and 4, trying to get a run on the 27 car that is Robert Kerstetter. Kerstetter continues to work down low. Calavoda working to the outside of the racetrack, as is Trevor Royer in the number 90 machine. Hangs on to position 4 momentarily. Brett Strickler trying to work the inside of the racetrack. So good two car battles right now. The second and third, and then also 4th and 5th. Both drivers, or all 4 drivers, 2 on the top side, 2 on the bottom. Calavoda trying to go through the middle of the racetrack, realizing that the cushion might be getting a little dangerous. Andy Williams during the 91 car. Oh, cars were coming behind, and Williams, with 20 laps to go, we're at the halfway stage of this race. He got all sorts of crossed up on the exit of turn number 4. But we continue to watch this battle. For second and third is Stephen Calavoda. He will hang on to second spot as Robert Kerstetter. Now he's got some searching to do to try and find a way around that number 23 car, and he may just do it if Stephen Calavoda keeps hitting the wall like he just did down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And there he is, Robert Kerstetter, quickly moving into position number 2. So Calavoda will need to fight back. Brett Strickler moves into position 4, rounding out your top 5. The wall rider, the wall banger, Jason Nygaard. He will move to the inside on Brett Strickler into turn number 3. Right through the middle is Jason Nygaard. Calavoda's gone back down to the low side as well. Oh no, Calavoda, hang on to it, please. The 23 may have some damage. That's not the reason for the caution. No idea where that caution came from, but that's once again going to bring this field back into single file. And we're going to be left with about 12 laps to go. A good battle between Kerstetter and Calavoda. But it is a couple of mistakes from the 23 car just down the back straightaway. Track getting a little too slick for maybe his liking. Lights are out on your iRacing.com official pace truck. 12 laps to go. David Heilemann, Robert Kerstetter, Stephen Calavoda, green flag, back out onto the circuit. Brett Strickler now looking to make a run at the podium. Strickler down low as is Calavoda. They're almost going 3 wide, but side by side, Calavoda and Kerstetter. And here comes Brett Strickler on the low side. 3 wide out of turn number 2. This is the battle for the minor placings right now. While they're battling 3 wide, this is giving the 49 car to really clear away Calavoda and Kerstetter. And Kerstetter going to end up upside down, and the yellow flag will fly. Oh, Robert Kerstetter, you hate to see it. The 15 car, Michael Sheridan, caught up as well. Couple of drivers fighting for the same bit of real estate. Well, 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 the spanner has just been thrown into the works right here. 6 laps to go. So a dash distance. Strickler has got every chance at maybe stealing a win away from the hashtag David's Fault number 49 car of David Heilemann. Lights out, green flag this time by. 6 laps left to run. Heilemann, Strickler and Calavoda, Nygaard and Dylan Hauser, your top 5. Anything is possible at this stage. Calavoda went down low, the only driver in the top 5 that went low. Hauser going right through the middle, trying to get by the 22 car of Jason Nygaard. Hauser looking to go to position 4. May even get position 3rd here. With 4.5 laps to go, he's going to get to the top side of the racetrack. We watched the 23 car of Calavoda. Well, he's going to succumb to the pressure and succumb to the outside line, being the fastest line at the moment. Dylan Hauser from position 13, I think it was, now up into a podium. 2 laps to go this time by out of turn number 4. No one is going to catch the 49 car of David Heilemann. The battle will be on for 2nd and 3rd. Strickler comes off the cushion a little bit, almost got out of shape. And that leaves the inside line open for Hauser. He got tight, he almost pushed up into the left rear wheel of the 38. The white flag is out. Final lap around the Limaland Motorsports Park. The battle is on for the minor placings right now. We know David Heilemann is going to win. 2nd is going to go to Brett Strickler, and 3rd. Oh boy, that was close. Stephen Calavoda by 0.016 of a second will find a 3rd place finish. Let's take a look at your JR Productions and Media finishing unofficial results. David Heilemann comes away victorious after the 40 laps. Brett Strickler will come home in 2nd. 3rd by 0.017. In fact, it's going to be Stephen Calavoda in 3rd. 4th is going to be Dylan Hauser. Trevor Royer in 5th. Ernie Williams Jr. in 6th. Kyle Keane 7th. Jeremy Zarfos in 8th. 9th was Dakota Kuhn. And rounding out your top 10 was James Grace. As we look over the page, the final 10 spots, 11th through to 20th, Devon Ryan home in 11th. 12th is Michael Sheridan. 13th went to Brinton Hockenberry. Seth Cheney home in 14th with Jason Nygaard making up our 15th spot. 16th was Robert Kerstetter. Braden Finsell in 17th. Zach Holtstrand in 18th with Austin Griffey in 19th. And Mitch Stiles rounding out your 20-car field. We'll go trackside here in just a moment and chat with our top 3. as your winner here tonight, and as always, it is hashtag David's fault. David Harlow, congratulations on the win, brother. It's
Yeah, it was. I was just, whole time I was thinking, I was like, what's Brett's gonna blame me for this week?
look, we're going to blame you for everything. Hey, you had your work cut out for you. It wasn't in the main event that you had your work cut out for you. That dash, you really had to make quick work of the competition, and you got to the front, but obviously starting on the front row certainly made it just a little bit easier here tonight. But the track was very, very slick. It looked like very tough conditions out there, especially on the cushion.
Yeah, I always kind of forget how slick the tracks get in this league, because it's like, when we were out in the dash, there was about 3 lanes there, and quite a bit of grip left in the track. But then we rung out the whole warm up, and by feature time, 2 minutes before, you're like, crap, take all the gear out of the dang car. But I haven't really ran 360s here in a slick race in a while. Like it seemed so much easier than a 410, which I've been doing more recently. And all I did was grab my 410 set and throw it on this one, and surprisingly, it's one of the rare times it actually worked out really, really well.
Well, each time you got out to about a 1.5 or 2 second lead, you'd have a yellow flag come out. Was that kind of upsetting that you had such a big lead, and then that lead would disappear because you'd have to go back to single file restarts and really take away from the groove that you're in?
A little bit yes, a little bit no. I would have minded some lap traffic there if we got a really long run, but each restart there's kind of a different person behind me, and I was like, I didn't know which line any of them were running, but just the way the track looked, it just seemed you had to keep all your momentum, and the way to do that is to just run the top as smooth as possible.
Well, it's David's fault that David Harleman won, but congratulations on the win, David. Before we let you get out of here, of course, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff. Who makes the wheels turn on the number 49 machine?
KKR Sim Team, Napa Auto Parts, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion. Thanks, Steve, for putting on the league, and Ultimate Dirt TV for broadcasting it to all the dozens and dozens of Hilo Maniacs out there.
All right, there we go. David Harleman with the win here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. We'll go down and chat to our second place driver in the number 38 car. Here's Brett Strickler. Brett, congratulations on the second place run here tonight. Very difficult track conditions, but you're able to get to the second spot, and unfortunately unable to challenge David there for the win, but second place is still a good result.
Yeah, I'm not upset with that by any means. This is a very technical, difficult track for anybody tonight, and it's tough when the straightaway is just as tricky as the corner is. But yeah, I don't think I had anything for David, but I'm just happy to be on the podium, to be honest, and I didn't stuff it in the fence.
How difficult is it on the straightaways, especially coming out of turn 2, to not, first of all, not hit that opening out of turn 2, and then to try and stay off the wall and then not hit the opening into 3 when you're running the top side? I mean, how much practice, how much throttle control goes into that, especially on a slick track like this?
On a night like this, you can never really be wide open. It's kind of one of those nights where you got to keep the tires spinning, but you can't lose traction. You gotta at least keep the tire glued somewhat. So, I mean, coming off the 2 there, it gets tricky if you're trying to run the top, because you kind of just wash out and you have to get out of the throttle, or you'll keep washing out and you hit that gap there. But I'd say the most tricky part was definitely this front stretch there. For whatever reason, there was a big motocross jump that started to form there at the start finish line, and I saw, when I was racing 3 wide there with Kerstetter and Calavoda, I think it bit Calavoda, and Kerstetter kind of got the short end of the stick there. So I kind of feel bad that happened, because we were having a good run there for a little bit. But I think the trickiest part there was definitely getting over that front stretch without, having the car jump out from underneath you.
Looking back at it now, I mean, is there anything you could have done differently, maybe setup-wise, driver-wise, to maybe get to the front a little bit quicker and, challenge Harleman for the win, or were you just happy sort of being, getting to second and just hanging on?
I'm pretty happy with where I was. I think in the start there, I kind of was searching a little bit. I wasn't very good at the start. It's like even earlier in the night, at times second, and then I started on the pole of the heat and lost the lead, and then got it back. And then the dash was in the front, and then lost it, and I don't know, maybe get a little better in the start. The car was not as good as it was at the end as it was at the beginning, but I think it was more driver than anything, because this track slicked off a lot, and there's really almost no bite anywhere. You just kind of gotta, keep a nice balance of throttle and brake, and keep the car as straight as possible. You almost got to drive it like an asphalt car when it's this slick.
All right, well done. Second place here tonight at the Limaland Motorsports Park. But before we let you get out of here, of course, we'll hand the mic over to you. Sponsor shout-outs. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, just big shout out to all my boys with me over at DB Racing Sim Team. You know, Zarfoss, Keen, Sheridan, Schaefer. You know, they helped put in a nice setup underneath this car tonight, and you know, they had some pretty decent runs too. And Kyle was coming on there at the end, but yeah, special shout out to them because we spent a little time working on the setup in this car, and then you know, of course, my sponsors as well. You know, Mohawk Northeast, JB Medical, Ryan Blady Foundation, Beltline Body Shop, Wicked Energy Gum, Wicked Cushion. You know, a lot of guys that make this deal possible. It's pretty good to be back on a podium for the first time in a while.
All right, well done on second place, Brett. Well done.
Thanks, Brett.
There we go, Brett Strickler there, home in third place. We'll chat to the driver at home in second place, excuse me. Home in third place tonight. He spent most of the night inside of the top three. In fact, might have spent all night inside the top three, but comes home with the third place run here tonight by the slimmest of margins. Stephen Calavoda, welcome back to the podium. It's been a while. It's actually first time here on Ultimate Dirt TV, but man, you were glued on the bottom, you were glued on the top, and then unfortunately that wall on the back stretch just kept sucking you into it.
Oh my goodness, that bump really kind of messed up the outlook of that race. Really, that bump came about and got really bad with like 15, 20 to go. I do have to apologize to Robert Kerstetter. I did bump into him. We were 3 wide, me and Strickler and Kerstetter, and I ran Kerstetter a lot of laps there side by side. But I do apologize for my front end just kicked right there, that 3 wide, and we made contact. I don't think he saved it because the caution came out right then and there. So I do apologize to him about that.
It was a difficult track, a very slick track from top to bottom in the corners and on the straightaways. There wasn't too much grip as well, especially up top. How difficult and how much throttle control did you have to use to be able to run the top and also to be able to run the bottom late in the race, especially when the track got really slick like it did.
Oh my goodness, that track was super technical. Not only were you just battling out with a bunch of other guys, but you had to battle that track. That track, if you got on it a little bit too much, you were going to kick sideways. You kick sideways, you have to drive it straight. So as soon as you kick sideways, somebody's going to be right there in no time, and then you can lose a spot real quick when it's technical racing close like that. Hauser coming out of 4 there. I was hoping that I hit that last 3 and 4 there perfect. You had to kind of rub up on those tires without those tires throwing your car anywhere, and it was a really fine line. And I caught right up to Strickler, and then I was able to snug past Hauser for the 3rd spot there. Overall, the track was tough, but it was fun. It slowed down quite a bit, but it kept everybody tight. As long as they could hit their marks as far as throttle control goes. If you wound this thing up, you weren't racing this track tonight. You were half throttle below all night.
All right, talk about those last couple of laps. As you said, you battled with Hauser there. Hauser actually got by you there, I think with about 2 or 1 to go. And as you said, into 3 and 4, you guys come off the line and 0.016 of a second. That's a pretty close finish for 3rd. That's not too bad.
No, not at all. He had it up there on the top, and the only problem with the top was that bump. But the bottom, like I said, I hit that perfect. But I searched throughout that whole track. I ran every inch of that track in that feature race, just searching. And the middle kind of came in for a while for me. Me and Kerstetter would run the bottom. I'd run the middle there. But towards the end of the race, it looks like the guys with the big balls ended up staying on top. And they were pretty quick. But if you hit the bottom perfect, you could edge them.
All right, well, 3rd place run here at the Limaland Motorsports Park for the World of Thunder and KDC Home Improvement 360 Sprint Cars. Congratulations on that podium. But before we let you get out, of course, we thank a number of people that need to be thanked.
Shout out to you, Brett, and Ultimate Dirt TV for putting it on. Shout out to Steve over there at World of Thunder. This was great racing. Shout out to Team VLR. This setup tonight was old Dylan Selman setup from seasons ago that still does pretty well. And that's all she wrote. I appreciate it.
All right, there we go. That was Stephen Calavoda, home in 3rd place tonight. So just a quick recap. David Hartman, Brett Strickler and Stephen Calavoda. Your top 3, Dylan Hauser, Trevor Royer. Finished 4th and 5th, Ernie Williams Jr. 6th, Kyle Keane, Jeremy Zarfos, Dakota Kuhn. and James Grace round out your top 10. That will do it for the KDC Home Improvement 360 Winged Sprint Cars, presented by World of Thunder from the Limaland Motorsports Park. We do have your Ohio Freshwaters Adventures Super Late Models starting in about 1 hour's time. Again, we're going to be live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, so make sure you hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button to be notified of when we are live. Of course, it's going to be on the iRacing portal as well, and of course, we'll be live on Twitch, so make sure you hit that follow button as well. Of course, a massive thanks to our sponsors here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, you can find them on our website at www.ultimatedirttv.com, and those people that are helping us: Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, Dirt Leagues Australia, JR Productions and Media, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the entire team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, on behalf of the management behind the scenes as well, this is Brett Wheeler signing off. Not going to say goodnight. We'll see you back in an hour's time for the Ohio's Freshwater Adventures Super Late Models at the Kokomo Speedway.